Hello friends, this is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and I wanted to talk about the Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker trailer. Now, you've seen the trailer probably a couple of dozen times, just like myself, and like me, you have a lot of theories and a lot of exciting things about this. Now, this is going to be cool moments in the in the trailer. Now, opening shot, this is really cool. You see Rey running through the forest. Now, a lot of people are saying this is Endor, and it makes sense because Endor, has this moment of, you've got the ferns. All you gotta do is look at the Star Wars Battlefront 2 right now, or at least the recording of this. You've got the fight against the Ewoks, and there's ferns, there's tall trees, but there's trees everywhere in the galaxy, so I'm not necessarily buying it. The helmet that is dropped, a lot of people are suggesting that this is Leia's helmet, that what we are seeing here is Rey dropping Leia's helmet for whatever reason. It seems odd that she would drop the helmet while she was training, but you do clearly see a training droid just overhead. If you look at the right moment, and there's that little training droid. It's clearly a training droid, right? It's shooting at her, she's deflecting it. Why is she dropping the helmet? That just seems odd and wasteful and weird. She's running through the forest. What is she running from? What emotions is she trying to hide? I don't know. Now, yeah, it's cool. There's the jump to what looks like the interior of the Death Star too. But that's not what I want to focus on. You get this moment where Finn is looking through the goggles. And what does he see? He sees Rey running on a ridgeline. This shot looks to me very similar to the planet. I believe it's called Pilar or Peliar. Can't remember what it's exactly called. But it's the planet in Battlefront 2 where a lot of Star Wars relics are being held. You've got the compass that Luke ended up keeping. You've got all of these different things. Now, it's suggested that this area, this thing is taken care of. But is it? Is it really? We know that the Emperor has been hiding relics all over the galaxy, and even without those relics that, may or may not have survived, there's other relics out there. So it makes me feel like this is more than just Endor. Now, it could be Endor. If it is Endor, the next scene where we see this, resistance meeting where everyone's gathered around and Hondo's sharing war stories and charming the pants off the ladies and all of that other stuff. This is clearly the same planet. If you look in the background, this opening, those are woods, those are trees. Wherever this is, it is, I'd be willing to bet this is the same planet. Now, it is suggested that they are sitting under the Tantive 4, which pretty cool, throwback. We do see the Tantive 4 here in a moment, crashing over brush, crashing over trees. I believe that all of these scenes take place in the same moment. This is the same sequence. And what's interesting here is, if this is Endor, personally, I don't necessarily want it to be Endor. But while at the same time, if it is Endor and we don't freaking get Ewoks, I'm going to be super pissed. The coolest thing to me was hands down the chair. I am a fan of sitting, and so if you find a good chair, by all means, you hold on to it. Now, we get this throne. It's clearly a throne. It looks like an iron throne. Maybe, a little less irony and more rock, but clearly this is a Sith chair, right? Some Sith of ancient times said, you know what? I need a comfortable place to rule the galaxy in terror. And so what he did, or she did, who knows, they were female Sith, they created a chair that inspired power. Now, my first thought here is this looks very Night Sister-y, but clearly there are no Night Sister references in this movie that we know of yet, but definitely get the Night Sister feel, right? The spikiness of the Night Sisters. But this is the voiceover where Palpatine's like, I've waited for a long time for this, right? Which, every villain says something like that. I don't know that this is Palpatine's chair. I don't. And I really don't feel that it is. And I want to say why, if you jump to the end of the clip where you have Rey standing off against Palpatine. What is Palpatine doing? Palpatine's in another chair. It looks like a mobile chair. It looks like he's connected to some kind of like device that's keeping him alive, a la Darth Vader, but for older, more deadly people than Vader himself. Now, do I think that this is like, could Palpatine be, I don't know, mobilized from this and then go into that chair? Sure. Old people have recliners. It makes sense. But I don't buy that if Palpatine is very much like a Darth Maul-esque Palpatine, spider legs Palpatine on a mobilized chair, clearly this is not going to be someone who can sit into that stone edifice comfortably. It doesn't make sense. I'm not buying it. So I really think that this isn't his chair, it's someone else's. Now, you have the ship here. Now, this ship scene, everyone's talking about this. They're like, oh, the ship scene, oh, the Millennium Falcon and all those other really cool ships. Obviously, we see the Ghost. Everyone knows about that. Here in the back, you see what could be Han's freighter. It could be a Hammerhead class ship. Okay, here's the thing. Whether Jason Syndulla or Jason Jarrus is, depending on which name he ends up taking, whether Hera's baby child, love child with Kanan Jarrus is piloting that ship, the fact that it's in this shot means so much more than anyone else is talking about. One, Sabine and Snips have made it back from the wherever, and they know what happened to Ezra Bridger and Thrawn, or they never found enough information to, they just gave up. And I don't feel that that's going to be the case with Sabine and Ahsoka. I don't see that happening. They're going to find and search for Ezra until they get a satisfactory answer. So who's flying that ship isn't as important as where that ship has been in the past. That ship, the fact that it's here, means Ahsoka's come back, Sabine's come back, and we know what happened to Ezra. Or the major players in the Star Wars canon know what happened to Ezra. And that is crazy important to remember, seeing as how there's a whole nother Thrawn series coming out via the books, and he's not done. Very excited for that, guys. This was freaking cool. We saw a lot of really awesome ships. I'm very excited for it. The next thing that, again, obviously very emotional, is the C-3PO lobotomy. That's right, lobotomy. Ha! The C-3PO lobotomy, where he's being erased. Now, we saw this as a flashback or in the previous trailers where he comes back up on the table with the red eyes. Now, this makes sense if I'm still holding out that C-3PO and 000 will eventually become one, and they are going to be a droid. It's going to be the killbot that was 000 with the charm that is C-3PO. And I just believe that it's going to be awesome. That being said, the question that has to be asked is, why is C-3PO getting his mind erased? Or why are they doing this? I think that's a very valid question. Not that, oh, he's getting his mind erased, but why? Why? Now, what's neat about this is you have a few different things, and I think this is really cool. You have Zori Bliss in the far left. You have Poe, BB-8, BO, or whatever, the little one, the Pixar droid. You've got Rey and you've got Finn. What's awesome about this, though, is some of the callbacks in the background, but look at how they're dressed, right? This is clearly on that snow asteroid or planet, whatever, but they are all wearing the cylinders of a person in charge, right? The cylinders, the code cylinders that gets them into secure places. So have they been given a rank up? Have they been given a thing up? Here in the background, you see a medical droid, which is really kind of cool. I really like that. But the coolest moment here is this image where you see 3PO with the dreadlocks, the extensions in his hair, and here in the background you get a call back to the B1 battle droid. Now, my major hope is this is no ordinary B1 battle droid. My hope here, ladies and gentlemen, is this is Mr. Bones being introduced into the movies, and fingers crossed that it is. I have no hope at all that that's actually Mr. Bones, but let's hope that it is. That's what I think. That's what I'm hoping. I'm not holding my breath by any means. There were a lot of really cool moments in this trailer, and I'm excited to see the movie. I have tickets for opening night, Thursday, December 19th. I'll be there at 6 o'clock. My phone will be off before and shortly after so that I can process everything and so that I don't accidentally spoil anything for you guys. Now, if you are excited about this, let me know. If this trailer has done nothing for you, I'm also curious about that. Tell me why you're not excited about this. Let me know. Now, one thing that I'm very stoked between now and the movie launch is there's going to be a number of books that are coming out. Resistance Rising is going to take a look at Poe. It's going to introduce Wedge and Tilly's, quite possibly talk about what's been going on with the Aftermath crew. Very excited about that. Check out the links in this section below, and you can get a 2-book subscription. You can get Audible for 1 month, but 2 books. You don't have to pay anything. You don't have to do anything. Just sign up and then quit. And every time you do that, you help the channel, and it helps me out. Really, it helps me just buy more toys and crap like you see here in the background. Recently, I've purchased some crazy things. I've got the new BB-8 Funko Pop guy. I got this dude. That's right, Boba Fett in, I don't know, graffiti. I think he and Sabine Wren had some fun together, which is weird because I think the age difference doesn't allow for that to happen. So, and then as always, I got Wicket. Looking forward to getting some others. And the new freaking Kylo Ren. Very excited. So, if you help the channel, if you sign up for Audible, you just help me buy, fun stuff like this. But additionally, guys, there's some awesome books out there. I will leave links for these Funko toys in the section below. But check out the section for that link for Audible, because the books are amazing, and it's going. I think this whole trailer is a MacGuffin. I think this whole trailer is not giving us the full information. But let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, share. This has been Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and as always, my friends, smile and stay nerdy.